guys, it's Bailey and welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a dupe or dud video where I compare a high-end and low-end product, both of which are meant to do something very similar, and talk about whether or not you can save or whether you should splurge. I have a whole playlist of these videos that I will link to somewhere in here, probably in the info bar below, but this video is going to be comparing the IT Cosmetics Vitality Face Disc, which retails for $38, or the Crown Brush Blush, Bronze, and Illuminate Face Disc, which on the Crown Brush website retails for $19.99, but I got mine from Look for 10 bucks. I'm sure you can find them elsewhere for a similar price. They're always on sale at some point, so I'm gonna say it's closer to 10 and not 20. Either way though, even if it is 20, you're saving 18 bucks. And when you open them up inside, the whole reason that prompted me to create this video in the first place is because just from the configuration alone, these guys look pretty stinking similar. So let's hop in and talk about each of them. To start, I have had the IT Cosmetics Face Disc for over a year now at this point. I love the configuration. I love that you have blush, bronzer, and an amazing highlight. Highlight is really my favorite powder of all three of these in this entire trio, but I love the configuration and the convenience of having all three in one. Then it comes in this great compact with this nice big mirror, so you can actually use it to apply not just these products, but any products that you might want to use if you're on the go. Coupled with that, absolutely love it. And it's IT Cosmetics, so the powder products themselves are amazing quality, consistent with everything else in IT Cosmetics line, where they apply super smoothly, they don't drag or collect in dry patches or anything like that, and they wear flawlessly throughout the day. Then, like I said, this illuminator, I mean, IT Cosmetics just does illuminators really well, so this is no exception. Now, unfortunately, there aren't multiple shades of this disc, so the blush and bronzer more specifically, because that highlighter is pretty universal, but the blush and bronzer, this is what you got. The blush is very close to NARS's Orgasm, where it's this universal peachy pink that has some very subtle golden highlight veining it, and then the bronzer is this mid-tone bronze that, despite the fact that it looks pretty deep in the pan, really doesn't come off as such on the finger. It's very buildable. I wouldn't say it's great for super fair skin, but light, medium, and then can even be layered for medium deep, but really, because there's only one of these discs within the IT Cosmetic collection, doesn't so much cater to very fair or very deep skin tones, but still remains pretty versatile for what it is. As usual, I know I typically tell you guys this is the beginning of the video, but I am wearing one of these on one side of my face and one on the other, just so you can kind of get an idea for how similar they actually wear, because swatches aside, what it really comes down to in these dupe or dud videos is how they actually look and wear on your face. So on the right side of my face, I am wearing IT Cosmetics, and on the left, I am wearing the Crown Brush Trio. So maybe you've noticed differences throughout the video, maybe you haven't. Getting into the Crown Brush Trio, I would say that shade-wise, it's nearly identical, especially when you actually apply and wear both. But what it comes down to, the biggest inconsistency between the two is the texture. I do find that crowns are a little bit more, the Crown Trio is a little bit more powdery. Personally, it makes them more buildable. It doesn't make them chalky or anything. They still lay just as evenly. They wear just as long as the IT Cosmetics. It just comes down to how buildable these are. So this might actually flatter a deeper skin tone because you can layer it up that much more. Granted, then you'll get sort of into the muddy territory, and it certainly doesn't suit fair skin, but I think it lends itself a little bit more to a wider range of skin tones in that way. The same goes for the blush, exact same blush tone, but because it's a little bit more powdery, it just kicks up a little bit more product as you have your brush in there. It lays down quite a bit more. It has a little bit more pop in the way of pigmentation. Last is the highlight, and this is the other big difference for me, because unfortunately the Crown just isn't quite as ethereal, I would say. It's less faceted. It's more just a straight champagne highlight, still absolutely very beautiful. You can see it reflects a ton. It's very similar to, say, a pressed Becca powder highlighter, so it's not bad by any means. But I do find that the highlighter in the IT Cosmetics disc is just a little bit more complex. I would say that it has some pink in there, so it can play off of the pink in the blush, is a little bit more reflective, but this is great for a somewhat more subtle and champagne hued highlight. Still, I can't say I would recommend buying this entire trio for the highlight alone, but as far as differences go, that is the major one. So beyond that, it's up to you to make the choice whether or not you're willing to pop the extra bucks for the Vitality Face Disc, however much that is. For all practical purposes, I would say the crown gets the job done and is just as functional if what you are looking for is a bronze blush illumination trio all in one on a budget. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you found it helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.